In a world where Muslims were facing misunderstanding and growing prejudice, one leader rose to defend their honor. Imran Khan, the voice of around 2 billion Muslims. At the United Nations and other global fora, he fearlessly spoke against the rising tide of Islamophobia. He defended the dignity of Islam and the sacred honor of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
The Prophet lives in our hearts. When he's ridiculed, when he's insulted, it hurts. As we human know, we human beings understand one thing: the pain of the heart is far, far, far more hurtful than physical pain. And that's why the Muslims react.
When silence had become the easy choice, his words ignited hope and pride in the hearts of Muslims worldwide, shining a light on their struggles and awakening the conscience of the world.
After 9/11, the word Islamic terrorism, Islamic radicalism. Now, when these terms started becoming currency and announced by Western leaders, the man in the street does not understand. When you say Islamic radicals, it seems that there's something in the religion that makes people radical. And the man in the street cannot distinguish between a moderate Muslim and a radical Muslim. Terrorism has no religion.
He wrote letters to Muslim leaders across the world urging unity to combat the rising tide of Islamophobia. His call for collective action echoed in every corner of the Ummah. Under his leadership, Pakistan had the privilege of hosting historic OIC sessions which united the Muslim world against Islamophobia.
The Muslims do not allow freedom of expression. So Muslim world is intolerant. It doesn't allow freedom of expression. They were able to vilify our religion. And yet there was no coherent response from the Muslim world. And therefore, we kept into the cycle. Every few years, there would be some cartoons, insulting cartoons against our Prophet. Every few years, there would be something insulting him. We would respond. There would be some act of extremists. They would not respond. So this Islamophobia, this cycle kept getting worse. And poor Muslims living in Western societies kept suffering.
Because of his unwavering courage and relentless efforts,
This assembly should declare an international day, Combat Islamophobia, and build a coalition to fight the scourge that splits humanity.
March 15th is now recognized as the International Day to Combat Islamophobia, a historic milestone inspired by his vision, his voice, and his stand for truth. Imran Khan didn't just speak for a nation, he stood for an entire ummah.
Do not use freedom of speech to cause us pain by insulting our holy prophet. That's all we want.
A global leader who stood firm when it mattered most. He proved that when one man stands for justice, the world is compelled to listen.